Let's talk about some of the popular foods.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know,
What wine and beer would it be without it? Like my father said, my father's job.
I don't know about the beer. Wine's still good without the food. I love the food and wine here. That's one of the lovely things for sure.
So, you know, we do call it something for everyone, because we do steak, seafood, vegetarian, vegan, and we do gluten-free. So we say something for everyone. Because really, if you can't find something to eat here, something's wrong. That's, you know, it's hard not to find something here. We have everything from free-range chicken wings, our Australian Kobe burger with the nitrate-free bacon and local cheddar cheese. A whole grain bread-alone bun is
hamburger.
Is incredible. That's incredible.
I'll take two of them.
We have another burger that we top with Omegang beer cheese. Omegang's a brewery up Cooperstown. The local dairy up there that makes Tilsit cheese, Bravado. They take their cheese to Omegang and they age it in some beer. So then we take some onions and saute them up in more Omegang beer. So it's a beer cheeseburger with onions.
Oh my gosh, that's delight.
And you feel good after you eat it.
Yeah.
Opposed to the normal one.
Our cowboy steak, like I mentioned before, is very popular. It's a 55, anywhere from a 45 to a 65, but it's around a 55-ounce cowboy steak. Designed for two, but you know, you get a lot of guys in there saying, I can eat it myself. And they do. And they do. We have a great New York strip steak. It's pretty lovely. Our salmon with teriyaki sauce, our wild Alaskan sockeye salmon, pan-seared, left medium rare. Incredible.
Ooh.
A little house-made teriyaki.
Oh my God.
We some of our appetizers, we do a grilled asparagus with pine nuts and truffle oil, white truffle oil.
Ooh.
Everybody loves that. Just instant hit, instant. We have a local cheese from the valley here, from the Hudson Valley. We're very rich with dairies, so we get a lot of artisanally produced cheeses, and we just roast cheeses from goat cheese to cow to sheep's. We have some that are a combination of goat and cow and sheep and cow. Small dairies, they experiment. They do some really good things.
And I found ordering that at the end of the meal I did.
People do it at the end.
Glass of port, it was delicious. Like in France, the cheese comes out at the end.
Exactly. We do it at the beginning or the end. It's very popular. Give customers the option. Because again, it's like, we're not here to enforce the rules. It's what you like is what you like.
Right. You're just making the great stuff available.
Great stuff. You want your cheese before your dinner? No, I was taught when I was learning as an apprentice, cheese is for after dinner. You don't eat cheese before dinner. And you know, you do a presentation meal to, you know, your chef instructor or something, you get points knocked off. Cheese before. Really, whatever you guys want. We're here to do it. I'm not going to argue with somebody. You know, we serve cold sake. Our sake is not going to be served cold. If you want it warm, I'm going to explain to you why we serve it cold. I'm going to taste you on it cold and then give you the option. You make the decision. So you say, no, I want it warm. Fine, we'll warm it up for you. Because there's a difference between warm and cold sake.
Oh, yeah.
The quality is a huge difference. Some of our other popular things are thin crust whole wheat pizzas.
Ooh,
12-inch
thin.
thin crust, no yeast in it, and it's a super thin crust, very crispy. We have a shrimp, asparagus, crab, and mushroom pizza with mozzarella cheese.
Dying.
Then we have a pizza that we make with blue cheese, mozzarella cheese, potatoes, and truffle.
Wow.
That one, people look at it, they're like, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And then when they eat it, they're like, wow, that is phenomenal. I would have never, ever would have thought that pizza would have. Yeah. But their friend says, you've got to order this. I've had this before, you've got to order. Let's order one for the table. And it's just like this incredible pizza. We do the classic margarita, and we do a goat cheese pizza. We offer soy cheese, a casein-free soy cheese for people that are avoiding it for the vegans. And for the gluten-free diners, we have a rice crust pizza.
Oh, I gotta bring my niece
Now,
here.
I like the rice crust pizza over the whole wheat because it gets crispier. So even though I'm not gluten-free, I try to avoid gluten. I'm not gluten-free. I enjoy the rice pizza better. And again, no yeast, whole grain brown rice, wonderful. Our signature dish here at the restaurant is our tuna. We have an albacore tuna, sashimi grade. It's troll cod or line caught in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, Oregon. 20 less times the mercury than other sushi tuna. We're talking like
20 times
less.
20
times less. We're talking like 0.04 parts per million of mercury as opposed to 0.8, which a lot of the tuna met at. That's a significant difference.
Oh, incredible.
So the reason why this tuna is smaller is because of the way they catch it. They take one hook, one line, they catch these fish in small family day boat operations, as opposed to commercial operations where they take this huge boat, take it out to ocean, take a hooks on a line that's up to a mile long, put 100, 200 hook long line, put 200 hooks on here, and pull this thing on the ocean for 8 hours, and then bring it up by a hydraulic lift at the end of the day. You don't know what's on these, but because they're long line and because their hooks are bigger, they target a different area of the ocean, and they get these huge fish on them.
Yeah.
And when they do this with mahi-mahi, they catch sea turtles.
Oh.
So, do you want to get cheap mahi-mahi, or do you want to get mahi-mahi that costs $2 more a pound, that you know that they can control what they're catching? For me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
control what you're catching.
Yeah.
And when the customer finds out, of course, they're like, well, why? I don't want to be responsible for sea turtles. I would rather pay $2, $4 more on a menu to get better mahi-mahi. Same thing with tuna. I'd rather eat tuna that has less mercury.
And also, you know, what I found, because some of my friends go out and fish for that, and when they get tuna, you know, on a single line, and it's caught instantly, and it's thrown right into the ice, it's so incredible, rather than say, this thing's been dragged around for hours and hours until it's dead.
Until it's dead, it's beaten up, it's gone through stress, and now the quality's not there. That's, you know, you lose the sushi quality of the fish through the stress. Sitting on a hook and getting pulled in hours later.
Right.
And also to pay a little more money for these things, you're supporting that industry.
You're supporting a family operation.
Right, which is consciousness in that way too. You're supporting them, and you're making that industry more rich in a sense, more powerful, where it can spread more. Where other fishermen are going to that way. Because it's financially sustainable for them to do it now. And consciously beneficial, and people want it. We as the consumers set the pace for the industry.
We exactly do. We cast our vote every day with our dollars. You know, whether we buy something from China or something from America or from wherever, we cast our vote every day with our dollars. And we have a great vegetarian selection on our menu.
Oh, really?
We do a Indian tofu korma, out of this world. You know, our menu varies from everything. We have some European, some Mediterranean influence. We have Japanese, Indian influence. We have good old American meatloaf on our menu. I mean, good old American meatloaf, who's not going to love that, but it's made with high quality Japanese akuushi beef. So it's, you're like, wow, I've never had meatloaf made with that kind of beef before. And it makes a difference. But on the vegetarian side, we make our own seitan cutlets. Seitan is a wheat protein. It's an extracted wheat gluten, which is a protein part of the wheat. And because you get the protein, that's where all the stickiness is. So you get these cutlets that are like chicken, hold together, they've got to chew to them, and they're great. Most people that are going into the vegetarian diet will start with seitan, because it's the thing that's closest to meat. So a lot of times you say, I want to try this seitan you have in the menu. They try and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. I didn't know vegetarian food was this good.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people say about this place.
Because you mentioned tofu to something about tofu, I don't want tofu. Seitan, they're like, wow, that's what vegetarian food is. Sign me up. I can do this 7 days a week. And that's, you know, then we make a tempeh chili. So we take some fermented soybean cakes, which is tempeh, very nutritional, and make a chili out of that. Basically, anything across the board we can alter and adjust. You know, if you have a dairy allergy, we can take dairy out of something because we have soy cheese. As a typical rule, we don't cook with butter. We don't cook with cream in the kitchen. We use a lot of coconut milk. I love coconut milk. Very nutritional, high quality fat in it. And it makes just some coconut milk in a dish and finish it with it. Wow. You make creamed mushrooms with a little bit of coconut milk. Incredible.
Incredible.
That sounds excellent.
So
now the coconut flavor, what is that? You have to work with that too then.
You know, you can either mask it up a little bit based on what you're putting in, or you can just let it shine. You can let it shine and enhance it. Which a lot of people love coconut oil, coconut flavor, coconut milk. And then, you know, desserts, same concept. No white flour, no white sugar. We have a lot of gluten-free desserts. We have a lot of what are called raw and living desserts. Like we use only raw chocolate. So one of our desserts has a raw chocolate, agave, raw coconut oil, and it's like a very dense chocolate torte. Wow. Flourless chocolate torte. A lot of our desserts are gluten-free. So if there's any gluten-free diners out there, we have you across the whole board, from soup to bread, pizza, to even beer. We have